Did you know you can take these cute ornaments from Walmart and make them 10 times cuter? I'm going to show you how. So take some white chalk paint. We're going to cover it all over just for a base coat so our acrylic paint sticks. And it really does help. I'm going to use my heat gun in between to keep the process going. Mine's from Amazon. I'm going to take some pink parfait and white, mix them together. And just to get it a lighter pink, of course, if you have that color, go for it. I just always like to do this to get it to the tone I'm looking for. Now we're going to do a coat of the pink paint all over anything you painted white, pretty much everything but the roof. Do 2 coats. You're going to use your heat gun in between to speed up the process. I'm super impatient, so. And then we're going to use some light green mint color clay. If you use that part of your hand, it does help when you're rolling out your worms. And you can get clay from many places. I typically get mine on Etsy or Amazon. Sometimes people on Facebook sell it too. And this white clay was very sticky, so it stuck right there. I'm going to show you this again later though. And twist them together at the ends. Be careful when you do this because it can give it a texture. And now I'm showing you here on the inside of the door, not where you see the lines where it's raised. You're going to go on the inside. And this is optional. You can just put it on the outside right over it if you'd like. I just preferred to add something around it. So cut the ends, push it down well. Now we're just going to take white, make a worm again. And we're going to put that where the raised edge is. And then the next part is optional. Make sure you push those together really well. So, because when clay dries, it shrinks, so you don't want them to separate. So here I'm taking a tool. This one is from Dollar Tree. It's in the baking section. It comes with a couple tools. If you don't have any tools like this, though, you can use a toothpick also. But it just gives it more, dimension and character just to add another, I guess, look to it, All right, so now there is a raised edge on the inside. So I'm going to make a little smaller worm, and we're going to put some super glue there. Push that down, cut the excess off, push it down. Very simple. All right, now we're just going to make a ball with that mint color clay and put that for the doorknob. Now, when I started this, I had a different idea in mind. So you'll see later I add more color to it, but I did have something else in mind when I started this. So that's why I chose the colors I did at first. So it already has the peppermint on it. So I just took some white paint with a small detail brush and painted over it. Now we're going to make a worm with our mint clay, and we're going to do the same thing as before. I'm making it a little bit smaller, and we're going to twist. See how I'm wrapping them around? You can do this a couple different ways. I just found this easiest. The drier your clay is, the more chance you have of that texture happening when you twist the clays together. But this was a pretty wet clay, so I didn't have that problem. And just put some super glue, cut the edge off so you have a clean edge. Wrap it around and push it down well. All right, now we're going to put mint color in the middle. I just thought it was a cute touch. And then this part is optional. You don't have to do all that. And then I just took a little piece of white clay and put that on top in the middle also. All right, and then I'm just showing you here what you can do with your excess clay. Make a little lollipop for something later. All right, now we're going to take some white clay. Now, I do recommend maybe using some tacky glue or something on this part. Super glue was... the only reason I went with super glue is because this clay is very wet. But you don't, I would recommend the tacky glue. All right, so cut the excess off. And then in the front, this is so cute, I think. If you just take your thumb and push into it, it looks like it's dripping down. It's a really cute touch, I think. And then this mold here is from Temu. It's like I think it was called like a basket weave or something. But now you can roll your clay out and, put it on the mat that way, on the mold that way. I did it and I just didn't like the way it looked, so I opted to go with it and do it this way. I do get some double lines, but you really can't tell, and it still looks cute. So if you get any of that, see, it still looks nice. It's not too bad. And we're going to put we're going to put diamond dust on it later, so it'll be fine. And then I did cut the edge in the front this time. Make sure you put your glue down, just so it was a clean cut before I pushed my finger into it this time. I just noticed it worked out a little better if I cut a straight edge first. So cut the excess. And then at the top there, just push those two pieces together. Blend them well. If your clay is drier, then I recommend using a little bit of water to help you out. And this side, it's the same thing as the other side, but I left it in because just in case anybody was confused on what to do with the little chimney part. And then just do the same thing. Take your little mold, push it down. And it, you know, it really doesn't make sense to do this part because it's supposed to be the snow, but I like the way it looked. You can totally skip it and just have white on the top. White clay, no, you don't have to use the mold if you don't want to. I just like the way it looked. So now you can use a square cookie cutter if you'd like, but I did it this way to show you you don't have to use a cookie cutter. You can just cut it down, try to eye them and make it all match the best you can. It's not going to really matter too much. Now I did put the squares like on the inside of one another here, and then it was a little too much, like too high, so I cut it off, and by doing that it also pushed all the clays together. Now we're going to take some white, make a ball, flatten it, push the edges down here and there, and it looks like snow dripping down. You don't need to add glue because they're fresh clay on top of fresh clay. Now this is a little gingerbread cabochon. I'm just showing you can take paint markers if they're colors you don't care for, and you can paint them. Now when you do this, I do recommend letting it dry for a little bit. I didn't. I kept messing with it, so then the paint keeps coming off. So you'll see later I'm going to have to keep fixing it, and that's fine, but I just recommend doing it, leaving it. Now I'm taking a toothpick and some white paint, and I'm going in to the crevices of the gingerbread to make those stand out, so you can see the eyes and the mouth and all that. Totally optional, but if you wipe off the top, it stays in the creases. Now take clear gel tacky glue and some peppermints, put it on the roof. You can add whatever candies you like. I just went with peppermints because of the peppermint on the front. Now I'm doing, it's hard to see, but I'm doing a medium peppermint, then 3 small. Medium peppermint, then 3 small peppermints. And I'm going to show you in a minute. I'll slow it down so you can see the order I went in. See, medium, 3 small, medium, 3 small. And it lines up perfectly that way. And then I decided I needed 4 small peppermints on the bottom. I just thought it looked cuter to add it. Kind of gave it that finished look, I felt. Okay, now we're going to push that roof in just a little because we're going to put something in there. Look at him. Isn't he cute? This is from Glam Candy Boutique on Etsy. I am an affiliate with her. I'll leave my affiliate code in the description of this video so you can get 15% off your order. Now take some mint clay, roll out a worm, and we're going to put that around the snow on the chimney. I just thought it gave it some dimension and looked cute. It needed another color up there, I felt. Do the same thing under the snow there. See, to me, it just needed it. Now, this is the biggest peppermint you can get that I found. And I put that right at the top. Now we're going to take some clear gel tacky glue and put that all over. Anything that is white is what I put it on. And then this is diamond dust. You can get it on Michael's. You can get it on Amazon. So, you know, I don't really use diamond dust a whole lot because it is glass shards. It's exactly what it is. So you got to be careful if you're using that, if you have children or anything. But my daughter knows not to mess with it. She's old enough now not to touch it or anything. So I don't use it very often because I don't really like having things like that. But it just looks so nice. I didn't want to use regular glitter. So anything white, I'm putting it on here. But it just gives it a beautiful look. See it? It was the look I was going for sure, besides just regular glitter. And I just love the Santa. I do have him turned a little bit in there. I thought it looked really cute. But this is how you can transform an ornament from Walmart. There's other ones I have from there that are bigger that I can't wait to share with you guys.